gosh. This is gonna be fun. And welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway, where chaos reigns and apparently open qualifying was selected when the race was put up. So we're going to roll with the punches and do some open qualifying. 5 minutes to set your quickest time. You're going to be trying to get in the back of a draft pack and pull up to them at the line. This should be entertaining. Travis, thanks for the resub. Throwback race. We did that last week. How we doing, bud? How we doing? Oh man, remember if you make contact, your lap distance invalidated. There goes Matt Benke and Dalton, and they're gonna have to reset. Cars on a lap. Brad Wilson. Cody Cleaver. Trenton Sneed. Let the cars start to populate. Brad Wilson goes to the top. I know you can't see it at the moment, but I promise you he's up there. Apparently Bryant, car at the back of this group, then goes to the top in the number 52. Quinn Newton, Blake Giglio clock in second and third. Carson Bechtel, Scott Rankin go to the top. John Neckrich goes number one. There's going to be comers and goers all over the place. Garrett Wolfenbarger goes to the top in the 32. Gatlin Downey clocks in sixth. We cut our field down to our playoffs after this race. Hang on 1 second. I got to do something real fast. There. Get that big ol' iRacing thing out of the way. John Neckrich once again to the top of the board. Brad Wilson back to the top of the 51. Laps being traded. Emo Bree, hello. Welcome in. How are you? Good to see you. How's the art going? I remember you. Two minutes left in this qualifying session. Open qualifying, honestly, is quite entertaining. Cody Brown left the 10-10s crew and was over here in the Shenandoah Shine draft. About the same. Mostly good. Health's a little wonky, but you know, shit happens. Still alive. We have 34 or 35 cars here right now. Brad Wilson to the pit lane. Wolfenbarger headed in. Dalton Hayes currently third. See Mike Edwards. I think that's Jake Lawrence. Kenneth Stout. 49 of Scott Rankin. John Neckrich bringing it back to the pit lane. Here's a big pack. Guys at the back of this group are going to be in good shape as they pull through, so Quinn Newton, expect a lap out of that 5. Currently down in 15th. We'll see if he jumps up any. We'll move up on the timing, but stays 15th. Did go faster. Matt Benke jumps to the 3rd spot, and at Reese's 35. Final 30 seconds. Right now, the 51 is your pole sitter. Brad Wilson sits on the pit lane, watching the rest of qualifying. Grant Harrell in the 22 jumps up to 3rd. Quinn Newton goes all the way to 5th. Blake Giglio 6th. Lucas Weissman 7th. Dalton Hayes over here in this group. He's 8th. Ashton Tackwell back over here 9th. And John Neckrich sits on the pit lane 10th. Brad Wilson doing a burnout, celebrating his speed. The rest of this pack will have the opportunity to cross the line and improve. Cody Cleaver goes to 6th. Lucas was in the grass and he pounds his teammate Blake Giglio there. They're going to go to backup cars for the race. Oh my gosh, take out Matt Benke as well and Ashton Tackwell. Here comes a 52 piling in. It's like a moon car finish. Gatlin Downey coming through. Everybody piling in there. 26 cars put a lap time down. 34 cars will start this race. We'll have trouble drawing some at the beginning until some of them fall out of it. There you go. Matt Benke steals the pole right at the end. 35 Reese's car. Outstanding job by Matt Benke. Let's go have a chat with our pole sitter. If we can find him. There he is. That's Scott. Hi, Scott. Matt, unmute yourself. He's muted. We're sitting in chat with him and he's muted. There he goes.
Oh, sorry, I'm on push talk too.
Oh man, you're just fucking up all kinds of ways. See what happens when you get a surprise poll? You don't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's also what happens when it's run dependent.
Well, it's quite an entertaining session there. The open qualifying surprised everybody, and you did it the best of everyone. Brought it home, won the poll. How'd you get it done?
You're largely run dependent, and that last lap was luck. Very much luck.
Well, you got the run. You got no contacts. You had the fastest lap. You put it on the pole. Now we got 125 laps to try and make it to the end. How we feel about the race?
Probably not finishing yet.
10-4. That's a good way to look at it.
I mean, I've been having issues in practice spinning out and not getting runs, but I have a feeling I'm going to get run over here, so hopefully everything's going to go somewhat decent and I'm full over the top 5. Luck, hopefully.
10-4. We'll see if you keep it clean and get to the end of this thing and try to get a good finish. Good luck.
Thanks, Wes.
Matt Benke in the 35 is your pole sitter tonight. There's a surprise pole sitter. Did not have that one on my bingo card, so congrats to Matt on that one. Red Cell, welcome on in. How are you? Waiting for everyone to get gridded up so we can run through our starting lineup. Wouldn't you know it? They're shut into a shine cars, the ones we're waiting on. We'll go ahead and start the rundown, though. Matt Benke is your pole sitter in the 35. Reese's Chevrolet. Starting second will be Brad Wilson in the 51. Starting third will be Garrett Wolfenbarger in the 32. Grant Harrell in the number 22 Auto Trader Ford will start fourth. Quinn Newton in the 712 Brake Chevrolet starts in the fifth spot. Then you have Cody Cleaver in the Kabuto Chevy starting sixth. Blake Giglio in the Kenworth starts in seventh. Lucas Hoytsma, the 712 Brakes Mustang, rolls off in the 8th spot. Dalton Hayes in his Chevrolet starts in the 9th spot. Ashton Tackwell Bass Pro Chevy in 10th. John Neckrich in the High Rise Fuels Chevrolet starts in the 11th spot. Then you have Brantley Bryant in the number 52 Shenandoah Shine car starting 12th. Jake Lawrence, I can't even tell what that says. Certified Harpoon, maybe? He'll start in the 13th spot. Mike Edwards in the forward screen Ford starts in 14th. Travis Martin, the Ghost Man in the Kyle Petty Hot Wheels throwback car starts 15th. Gatlin Downey in the Double Quick Chevrolet starts 16th. Carson Bechtel Wannagoons Toyota in 17th. Scott Rankin Wannagoons Mustang rolls off in 18th. Trevor Trago Wannagoons Chevy rolls off 19th. Cody Brown in the Bennett Realtree Chevrolet starts 20th. Kenneth Stout, the OnlyFans Ford 21st. Jay Mudge in the Arc IO Toyota 22nd. Trenton Sneed in his Camaro Trans Technology starts 23rd. Mike Fisher in the GoPro Toyota starts 24th. Zach Marderson in the GG Gamer Sup Chevrolet starts 25th. Cliff Mullins not showing on track. There he is. AC Racing Graphics Chevrolet 26th. The Goodrich Chevy starts 27th for Thomas Green. Jerry Clapper Newell Martin Sports Chevy feeling sick, but he's out there racing in 28th. Will Viola in the Culver's Mustang 29th. Daniel Lawala in CTC Chevy in 30th. Dave Hoytsman in the 712 Brakes Breast Cancer Awareness Chevrolet in 31st. Scott Elson who's running his body armor car in 32nd. Tyler Stillwell in the Plain 40 Mustang rolls off 33rd. And Will Asherbanner in the Louis Bud Camaro rolls off the tail of the field in 34th. Just got through that as the pace car dives off the track. Matt Benke going to lead him to the green here at Atlanta. Brad Wilson on his outside. Green flags in the air. We are underway. 125 laps from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Passing below that red line is out of bounds, but they can dip down there. You just can't use it for passing. Inside line, he has 4 cars tucked up pretty good. Contact between the teammates. Wolfenbarger and Wilson at the front of the field make contact. Now Wolfenbarger trying to force his way in there. Moves Quinn Newton up the track. That got spicy off the start. Will we get a Matt Benke lap lead here? I don't think so. Wilson's got the push. Benke's out of shape, and Wilson leads the lap. Only 124 to go. And there's Matt Benke, our pole sitter, into the inside wall, hard, sliding back up the track, and doesn't hit anybody somehow. And Asherbranner warthogs him at the end. Matt Benke brings out our first caution, our pole sitter on lap number 2. Let's try to see what happens to him on the far chase. Does he get helped turned, or does he get loosened turned? Coming out of turn number 2, he gets loose. All by himself into the inside wall, safer barrier. Then he locks the brake and holds the wheel to the left, trying to get it to stay off the track. And at the end, Asherbranner comes through and collects him. I would show you Asherbranner's yield, but draw issues. I think we're only getting about 26, 27 cars at the moment. If you'd like to chip in and help us get a better processor, better graphics card, so we can fix that draw issue, DM me after the race. We're running on a 1070, so it's not drawing all the cars for that reason. Like Blake Giglio on the 16, Kenworth, is taken to the pit lane. He's decided to try and fill up the tank and try some strategy. See some takers farther back behind him, but he's one of the top cars to come in. Pits out of the top 10. See also Travis Martin, Carson Bechtel, Jay Munch, Trevor Trago, Cody Brown. A lot of cars back here. I wish the back half of the field came down. The top 15 cars are all cars that stayed out. Everybody else hits pit lane. So Brad Wilson is your leader in the Shine car. Grant Harrell in the Auto Trader Machine second. Wolfenbarger another Shine car in third. Then Quinn Newton, 712 Brake Chevrolet in fourth. Teammate Lucas Weissman, the Mustang behind him. Early caution here for our pole sitter. Matt Benke went from hero to zero real fast. Hi, Thomas.
Hi, DG.
I figured I'd come down and say hi to you since you're hanging out. I see you're rocking right now in 22nd. Came down, filled up the tank. You think it's going to be a fuel mileage strategy play already, or what's going on out there?
Partially fuel. I was also coming down because I got a contact from that guy that almost murdered me. So I was just coming to check it out, but it's clean. No damage.
So that was your white car that was squeezed between the wall and the Reese's machine.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a pucker moment, I guess.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. What a great way to come back too.
Welcome back. I hope you're awake.
I am now.
7-4. We'll see how it goes for you. Good luck.
Thank you, man.
And quick chat with Thomas Green in the 3. Making a start here in the Xfinity Series. He's actually a past champion of the series. Matt says that was fun. Didn't last long. Didn't last long at all. We got no fast repair tonight, Matt? Yes, we have no fast repairs. Okay. No fast repairs tonight. Looks like Matt Benke, our pole sitter, will finish last. After a 3-minute tow. Oof. How long is your damage repair going to be? Wilson and Harrell. A couple of Mustangs going to lead us to the green flag. Green flag is in the air. Barney waves over the field. Wilson and Wolfenbarger timed that start beautifully. Those two take off into turn 1, leaving everybody else behind. Here goes the 22 Grant Harrell to the top side. Currently no help to go with him. There's Mike Edwards and Dalton Hayes breaking into the picture, 7th and 8th. They're going to join the 22 on the top. Turning 25 laps means our stage will be at the end of lap 63. Grant Harrell is pulled back the 5 of Newton. Newton's then reeled back into the back bumper of the 52. So you got shine and low drag, an odd combination mixed up on the inside lane working together. You have Grant Harrell, 14 of Edwards, a 10/10 machine. Dalton Hayes, a privateer, the 49 of Wanted Goons car, and all kinds of mixed company right now. Not a lot of teammates working together except for the 2 shiners out front. Outside line starting to make a little hay. Made their way up the side of the 52. Cars get big time out of shape out of 4. Quite a few cars diving to the inside. Oh no! Grant Harrell and Lucas Hoytsma get together. They're heading to the infield. There's Cody Brown getting turned sideways. Does Cody save it? He does. It's like everyone's going to save their race cars. Just going to be a lot of track position lost for quite a few cars. Lucas, chief among those. He's fallen all the way to the tail of the field, 33rd. So you can go back and take a look at what happened there. Like the 22 maybe came down, but we're going to take a better look at it. See how we got down there. Let's be a bump from Mike Edwards pushing him down into Lucas. That'll do it every time. So Mike Edwards gets the back of the 22 and sends him. Now it has all 3 shine cars lined up nose to tail. They're coming up to pass the lap machine of Matt Benke. Benke has gotten back on track. Just had an extensive tow and then a repair to do. Oh, Wolfenbarger gets big time out of shape off the bumper of his teammate, Brantley Bryant. And Brantley just about turned Wolfenbarger. Somehow we survived that one and we stay green. Kind of run through the field to see where our comers and goers are. Right now, biggest movers, Kenneth Stout up 11, Scott Rankin up 12, Matt Benke, our pole sitter, back to last. Minus 33, that is harsh. Wilson leads, Wolfenbarger, Edwards, Bryant, and Hayes your top 5. Then Scott Rankin, Gatlin Downey, Quinn Newton, Kenneth Stout, Blake Giglio, Mike Fisher, Ashton Tackwell, Cody Cleaver, Jay Munch, John Neckrich your top 15. Trent Sneed rides 16th, Zach Martison 17th, and Thomas Green and Jake Lawrence. Carson Bechtel rides 20th, Travis Martin 21st, Trevor Trago 22nd as we get a caution. Trying to figure out who was in this one. Cody Brown ahead of Trevor Trago. Trevor gets into him coming in the corner entry and not a good place to give a car a push. Turns the 17 around and brings out caution number 2. And that 17 car is very wounded. Some guys will be pretty excited about this caution, like Lucas Hoytsma gets to catch back up. Grant Harrell as well. 17 is pretty toast. Ungood, as Cody would say. He's going to roll past the pit entrance. Guess he's going to wait until pit road's open. Scary thing to do when you're motor smoking. Field works out of turn number 4. I suspect we'll see quite a few cars coming to fill up the tank at minimum. May see some tire swaps here. See 83 Ashbrenner on the pit lane. Car going a lap down. Not sure what happened to William. I know he had contact early in the race, but he just now went the lap down. And it appears to be the entire field on the pit lane. I don't think anybody stayed out. Watch here. A lot of gas only. Long stop for the 51. Finally down and away for Wilson. Wilson, I believe, took 4 tires. 14-second stop for him. So that's how he comes in out front and ends up coming out 13th. Everyone in front of him fuel only. The entire top 12. Thomas Green, Carson Bechtel, J Munch. J Munch may have taken 2. A 9-second stop for him. Travis Martin, Margison, William Viola, Jake Lawrence, Daniel Wallen, all fuel only. John Neckrich bolted on a set of tires. He'll restart 22nd. Dave Hoytsma, it's not really showing me what he did down the pit lane. He had to set some keybinds. That's the report from the 51. So not taking a set of tires. Just had some mechanical work to do on the car. Ends up coming out 13th. Thomas Green, Carson Bechtel, J Much, Travis Martin, Will Viola, Jake Lawrence, Daniel Wallen. Only car in the top 20 on, well, I guess if Brad Wilson didn't take tires, then it'd be nobody. John Neckrich should be the first car. And 21st. Hi, Zarya. How are you? Yo. What up? How it do? I guess Dave got into his box. My timing and scoring is showing him 14 seconds on the pit lane, so I'm not sure what that's about. Not in his box, the entire pit lane. A bit of a check up there under caution. Cliff Mullins running 23rd. Lucas Weissman after that contact with the 22 from the front of the field, 24th. Scott Elsa 25th. Ashton Tackwell 26th. Grant Harrell, the other car involved in that, 27th. Trevor Trago got into the 17 here. Bad bump on corner entry, bringing out this caution. He's 27th, and Cody Brown right behind him. The car that he turned, so that's awkward. Trying to find Margison. There he is. It's not showing a few cars because of the draw issues. There's Clapper Newell and Asher Reynolds on the pit lane. It's gone 2 laps down. Not sure what's up with him. You're 6, so it sucks. Oh no. Sorry, you're feeling 6, are you? Our front row will be Wolfenbarger and Hayes. Wolfenbarger shows in the top so he can restart in front of a teammate and get a push here timed out. Field rolling through turns 3 and 4. Everybody in chat, send your love to all the sicklies. Yeah, Zarya and Clapper and a bunch of them not feeling good today. I know there's a couple of goons as well under the weather. And there goes the restart. Shiners time it out and get the launch. Dalton Hayes trying to play catch up. Mike Edwards, they've been working together most of this race, 47-14, despite not being teammates. Gatlin Downey in the 05. Let's see the 49, Scott Rankin, dropping down to the bottom lane. Kenneth Stout, Quinn Newton. Then the Kenworth of Blake Giglio. We say it's not a Chevy, it's a Kenworth. Ooh, that was close. Gatlin Downey across the nose of the 29 of Kenneth Stout. Extremely close quarters back there. Blake Giglio's going to drop in. Out of nowhere, we got a single file line going. Brad Wilson doesn't like it one bit. He jumps to the outside, tries to get a run going. It's going to take the Toyota of Mike Fisher with him. Now Blake Giglio jumps out. Gatlin Downey jumps out. A bunch of cars trying to make that second line. After we got single file, Quinn Newton's going to go up to the top. That gives Brad Wilson back to the bottom. As Quinn tries to go with his teammate Giglio. Wilson jumped up behind Giglio, so Quinn went back to the bottom. Doesn't want to help the Shine car. Rankin Mustang. Trying to take over 5th around the outside of Downey's. Kenneth Stout gets big out of shape coming out of 4. He almost Kenneth Stouted the field. Fortunate to hang on to that one at lap 20. Blake gets down to the bottom lane. Blake pushes Gatlin Downey back up to the main group. Scott Rankin in the Mustang starts to recover. Had lost some ground. Giglio nosed ahead. Now Rankin jumps back up there. Here comes Dalton Hayes and Mike Edwards. Rankin looking to make it 3 wide here. He did not want to get in behind Mike Edwards and Dalton Hayes. He goes all the way to the top. Brad Wilson goes with him. Edwards down to the bottom now. He's left Dalton Hayes. Dalton trying to force the top lane to push him. Goes all the way up in front of Scott Rankin. About gets turned. That was risky. Now we're back down to double file. Gatlin Downey has moved all the way up to the 3rd car inside line. Blake Giglio way down. Where's the 16? I think he's getting out of this. Blake dropping back, forcing the pack to go 3 wide, stay on the apron. Trenton's out of shape in the 81. I think Trenton was trying to give him room just in case. Blake stayed all the way around the apron. It's gone back and joined Lucas at the back of the field. I'm guessing we do have a fast repair tonight because Cody Brown's car is fully healed after that wreck. So it was a tow that put Matt Benke so far back. Dang, you know it's bad when you have to take off work. 25 down, 100 to go. 20% done. We got a blinker. 3rd car top side between the 51 and 59 disappeared. They have come back. It seems to be the Fisher car. Number 28, Mike Fisher. I really thought we were about to go 4 wide there. That got scary. Fisher keeps Dalton Hayes up the track. Bolton split out to the 3rd lane. We got Jake Lawrence and the 2 of Cleaver getting out of the pack on the inside. Brad Wilson trying to side draft his teammates. Get ahead of the 49 of Rankin. Probably wish his teammates would come up and give him some draft, but they aren't doing it. Mike Edwards shoots up off the bottom, tries to get in line behind Brad Wilson. Rankin has cleared Wilson for that 3rd spot. Gatlin Downey now tries to push the 51 further back. Mike Edwards, Dalton Hayes have gotten back together. I don't know about you guys, but I've been holding my breath almost this entire 28 laps. Oh my god. Brad Wilson and Gatlin Downey nearly come together. Oh, apparently Bryant and Brad Wilson did come together. 2nd, 3rd, making contact. Brad Wilson nose to nose with his teammate across the line. And now Shine Cars 1, 2, 3, but at different lanes. Alan Downey struggling a little bit to hold the 05 down to the bottom line. Could become an issue if this run goes along. Let's get the driver chat back in, see what's going on.
Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel. What's going on? Oh, Brantley Bryant way out of shape in the 52. These guys are making me pucker and clench, and I'm not even racing. It's getting scary. It's the wrong kind of spooky season.
Cliver, you're gone. You're back. Let me know if that happens again.
Cleaver having a blink right in front of Jake Lawrence. 29th and 30th. Matt Benke, there he is. After a tow, got his car fixed.
Oh, damn, he got me.
This is Blake, who went the whole turns 1 and 2 under the line. These guys are back here riding, I believe. Daniel and Dave and Trenton and Lucas and Blake all teamed together and all hanging out back there. I know Trenton's technically on a different team, but they're on a similar strategy is what I'm trying to say. They are team hang out in the back for a bit. Mike Edwards shoving Brad Wilson through the backstretch there. Mike Edwards trying to make it 3 wide for the lead. Dalton Hayes going with him. Gonna shuffle out Brad Wilson. Looks like Carson Bechtel likes this idea. He's going to follow the top. So 3 of Thomas Green, Travis Martin, and the 63, 69 of J Munch. Interesting to see where they go if they help Wilson. Dalton Hayes a bit out of shape. Dalton gets into Wilson. Dalton way down the track. Dalton's still leaning on him. Dalton seems pissed. They're going to wreck if they keep that up. Dalton fell back off Mike Edwards, and that's going to allow Wilson, without help, to push back ahead. Dalton just collected the outside wall there. Now Dalton's bouncing off the 59 of Carson Bechtel. Bechtel has no help as Wilson dropped back down to the bottom lane. Nobody wanting to push that 59 in the middle lane. He's starting to drift backwards. Travis Martin kind of playing both lanes. I don't think Travis wants to go 3 wide this early, so he's kind of hanging back. Oh, contact between Bechtel and Hayes. Bechtel's out of shape, still out of shape, and gets up into Hayes into the wall, and here goes the field. Everybody piling in there. This looks like it did in the Cup race. Carson Bechtel and Dalton Hayes started that one. They kept leaning on one another, and it just went from bad to worse. That incident was multiple laps in the making. I think we all kind of knew it was coming. First it was Hayes and Wilson, then it was Hayes and Bechtel. Just couldn't keep that 47 up in the top lane where it needed to be, and eventually hit the inside lane too many times, and that car couldn't keep it under control. You see everybody sliding in there. Neckrich, Trenton Sneed, Daniel Wallen, 27 of Viola. Right, Wilson? How many times did he hit you? Like 6?
Hey, Carson, when you get a chance, could you check out my bumper?
My gosh. Did Tackwell miss that? Let's try to find 19. Nope, I think he got in it late. No, he missed it. He had to come to a complete stop and then back up. But he missed it. Nicely done, Ashton Tackwell.
I'm sorry, Jake, goddamn.
And we got Rhett coming into the pits.
It's 55 miles. It's 45 miles per hour, Daniel. Wait, what the fuck? Hey, I said sorry. I was looking at the fucking replay. Sorry, my bad.
Well, now you're going to watch yourself wreck Jake. Ugh.
I got passing under yellow. I'm pretty sure I let the 88 go by me. That's why I stopped.
I blame Swift. He had to replay it.
Thank you, Travis.
It just means some other car didn't pass you that was supposed to, if you still got one.
At least I didn't say it was that code.
That is true.
Sorry again.
It would have been funnier if you did. That would have been funny.
Okay, it was that code.
There it is.
I'll be taking the outside.
Leader Scott Rankin choosing the high lane. Looks like a few cars taking a wave around here. Fuel only for the 49. I say a few drivers. One driver's taking the wave around, William Viola. Are there still fast repairs? Yes, this one has fast repairs tonight. Found that out when someone towed and then their car was fine. I didn't think there were, but apparently there are. They also had open qualifying, so who knows what's going over here, Kenny. It's like the Wild West. Like the Wild West. But that means Carson's not dead, right? Yeah. He still has a shot. 47's hit everything but the... Oh man, Avid. He cracked me up. And the 47's hit everything but the lottery. It solidified your thankfulness you didn't join.
Wow.
Gotta learn to loosen up. And oh my god, Dalton Hayes just stopped on the backstretch and caused a huge wreck. What the hell?
What?
What's that? well, sorry, it wasn't me. Shocker!
The 47
You have got to be fucking kidding me right now.
Nope.
hits the outside wall, comes to a stop. Cliff gets in the back of him. Tackwell gets in the back of him. It's like the 47 just lost all power and stopped.
Daniel did it for sure. Sorry guys, it was on me. It looked like Dalton's brake went to the floor there.
Well, Dalton slowed down slowly. It wasn't like a brake check. And then Cliff slowed down, and Tackwell did not. Tackwell drove right through Cliff Mullins.
So, Brad, yeah, that's on Pacific for you, buddy.
I lost all power to my wheel.
Still can't hold the third lane.
Sorry.
That's tore up quite a lot of cars.
My fault. I was running really close to the wall. I know I scraped it. I didn't mean to lead you into it.
He lost power to his wheel. How's that?
Wheel controls your brake pedal?
The wheel has the power to the pedals,
It turned
yes.
right into the fucking wall, and there was no accelerating. Clapper, you can go back and look.
Clapper Newell angry. I mean, if I was in that, I would be angry.
That's why we have a hardware issue in CTZ.
That's fair. Clapper is always angry. Even when he's happy, he seems angry. Well, that was something. Lights around the pace car.
Hardware issue doesn't really fix people's races that just got ruined that we run the support. But it is what it is.
See, you're right about that, Kenny. That's always what I want to tell you, but I don't know if it's my place. I'm always like, Kenny, calm down, take a breather,
Brad, you're old.
have fun with it. Don't make it so serious and unfun. That's what I always want to tell you. But I don't know if it's my place, so I don't tell you. So 4 cars on the top side with this restart after all that calamity. And Gallon tried to time that start, did not get it right. Scott Rankin takes off. Apparently Bryant trying to close in. He had 3 Shine cars lined up behind him, different lines. They have Mike Fisher, Mike Edwards, a couple of Mikes, 5th and 6th.
Take a line, please.
Bryant was thinking the
Hey, don't yell at him.
Rankin car was going to be in a different place.
Hey, I didn't yell. I said it in a nice calm voice.
He did. He even said please. He said pick a lane, please.
It's not like he's a slow lap car.
Mike Edwards to the top in front of Scott Rankin. And Rankin drops down to the bottom and leaves him out there by himself. And Shine 1, 2, 3. Then Edwards running the high lane in that black and teal 14. He's got room to get down if he wants to. I think he likes riding a little higher. 18 laps to go till we give away points at halfway. Into lap 63. Former champ Thomas Green's caught up to the back of Mike Edwards, giving him a push down the backstretch, moving him up into 3rd. Starts fighting for seconds. He gets outside to 32. Now Kenneth Stout gets in the back of the 49, turns him sideways. Kenneth Stout doing Kenneth Stout things, wrecking the field at Atlanta. Oh, Cody Brown in there late. He's already used the fast repair.
We've got to start looking ahead.
Kenneth Stout just absolutely murdered Scott Rankin. And he has nobody signing up for his OnlyFans after this. Wow. I don't get it.
I'm trying, Dalton.
Well, here we go. It's out in the 29. Back of the 49, turns him. Trevor Trago gets a piece. 29, of course, gets straightened right back out, and like nothing happened. Trenton looked like he got a little bit of that. To a Cleaver, nowhere to go, right into the door. Trenton does get a little right side contact there. 85 of Elston, 23 Llewellyn. They all get left and avoid it. Just check with J Much to see us a little further back. You know, Cody Brown, that 17, gets involved. Oh, Jake Lawrence gets a piece. Cody Brown, nowhere to go. Travis Martin, actually a phenomenal job. Watch the 63 here. Stays out of all those cars spinning around him. Doesn't touch a thing. Wow. Travis Martin, great job there. A++ on wreck avoidance.
I got a black clear for passing under yellow. I let the car by, but I still got it.
Means there was another car you didn't let by.
Thank you.
There can
I
be
got
multiple
one too,
cars. Big wreck like that, it's common to get those
Keep it
penalties. Let's see who else we got. Is Cliff in it again? Damn. Cliff's not having a good night. He already got piled up on that under caution contact with Dalton Hayes' wheel disconnecting. And Cody Brown hit the wall on the front stretch. And here they go into the wreck up ahead. See Cliff's letting out of it. Dave's behind him. Dave's letting out of it. Oh! Clapper gets into the back of 47 and a 37. Cliff actually does a pretty good job there. Clapper Newell. Wow. He did not slow down for the wreck. This is when Cliff Mullins would say you just got clapped. Gets into the 47 and the 37 at the same damn time. Bounces off a Newton 2 for good measure. Bangs up his right front fender. A wrecking ball with the 95 on it. Goodness.
Did you just forget to use the brakes there, Clapper, too?
Classic. Oh man, we're so far away we can't even see Tyler so well. Where's Tyler? There he is.
TBJ.
He gets there so late everything's kind of done. Poor Scott Rankin, running good most of this race. And he gets turned by the only fan that Kenneth Stout has, which is himself. Oh! Cody coming in there at 17. Looks like the 59 may have made it through.
Weird how quiet you are when you do it, though, Clapper.
He's not wrong. He's an asshole, but he's not wrong.
Quinn's a pussy, guys.
You are what you eat, right, Quinn?
You're banned.
Brantley, apologies for the move on that lap one at the restart there. Like, 2 months out of the I just need more practice at being just a little bit more aggressive and whatnot again. Getting back into things further.
Hey, Michael, why are there 2 Teletubbies fucking on the back of your car?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, we're going to worry about it now. There you go.
That yellow one looks like he's having a blast. The other one, not so much.
What?
Dear God.
Hey, I don't know their names, okay? I'm just describing it.
That TBJ.
Oh, dear.
Spit it on my swamp.
Well, welcome to SRL. Oh my gosh. Gatlin Downey leading the outside lane with the push from the Kenworth of Blake Giglio. Travis, I joined at a great time. Perfect.
Armored, right?
Gatlin Downey trying to take the lead on this outside lane. Blake Giglio was giving him a hell of a ride. Oh, he's going to make contact with, wow, the 51 of Wilson. They save it. Blake checked way up. He was scared. I was scared. Don't blame him. And that's going to hurt the outside lanes. We got something going on in the background. Looks like Bechtel. What happened to Carson? He's riding along with the 52 behind the 81. Let's see what happens. He got out of shape. Loses it on his own. Did a really good job of saving the race car. That's what we heard in the background. Carson Bechtel, all out of shape. Meanwhile, outside lane has reformed, starting to push again. Gatlin Downey has gotten to the outside of Mike Edwards, our leader. Hopefully he does not get distracted by Teletubbies. Blake Giglio giving him a push in the tri-oval, quad-oval, and gets him down into Wilson. Blake Giglio, really tempting fate here. It's the second shot he's given the 05 that sent him down the hill. Blake's decided he's not going to push Gatlin anymore. He's gone to the inside to get by. Now the 51 takes his teammate to the outside of Mike Edwards. 2 against 1 should be no problem getting the Shine cars out front. The 3 of Thomas Green gets there quickly. Uh-oh. There's something going on back here. Clapper Newell involved again. Not at the front of it though this time. Grant Harrell. Let's check the 22. If I can find him. Grant mini laps now. Goodness. Oh, comes out of the pit lane. How does he get tied up in this? He's by the field. And J1 slides down the hill into the back of him. Minding his own business. Takes the Toyota to the rear end. Oh, contact with Cliff Mullins. Looked like J1 came up the hill right in front of Cliff, and Cliff was already there. Gets the 69 out of shape. Everyone else just kind of residualed into it. Remember when I said the 51 and 32 will have no problem passing Mike Edwards? Well, they had a problem passing Mike Edwards. They're still on the high side. As Thomas Green came to Mike Edwards' rescue. We got 2 Chevys on row 2, pushing 2 Fords in row 1. Someone wrecks Mike Edwards. He deserves it for having Labor 12 on his car. Oh, Thomas Green up the hill to 3. He's out of shape. Past champion goes around. Travis Martin's involved. Oh my gosh, people coming in late.
5 times goes. I've been struggling.
Trenton makes it through safely. Thomas Green. Uncharacteristic mistake. Let's go back and watch.
I believe all the cars that I'm supposed to let by are buying me now.
You gotta pass me now.
Between Edwards and Mike Fisher.
That was
He gets out of shape. You see him trying to save it. And Fisher gets turned up into Martin. Or Fisher turns Green up into Martin, I should say. Oh my gosh, that was close. Was that Quinn? That was insanely close.
Sorry about that, Daniel.
we all lit off right at the right time.
I was planning on going high, but then he started sliding down, so I was
Oh,
like,
it was a
I don't
Quinn.
know where the fuck to go.
That's a white and blue car. Who was it? Was it Dalton? Yep. Right across Daniel's nose. That's what the apology was for, too. He's apologizing to Daniel for that. All right, split decisions here. We got Mike Edwards on pit road. Stage is coming up very soon. Get the bonus points for the playoffs if you're already locked in. Edwards not going for that playoff point. Interesting. I'm pretty sure Edwards is locked in. Let's take a look at our Arc Music Xfinity points. Yeah, Mike Edwards locked in with a win. Could have made that 4 bonus points going in up to a 5, but he did not. Fascinating. You see Brad Wilson trying to extend all those points that he has, quite a few, despite not having a win yet. He is locked in on points. You saw his name was in yellow on our graphic. All those top 7 are locked in on points. Trenton Sneed, no bonus points going in except for where he finishes in that top 12, because you do get bonus points for that. Cliff Mullins came in 1 point above Grant Harrell. You saw Harrell running up front and then had that issue early on. He has not rebounded back into the top 20. Brad Wilson saying he's choosing top lane. Harrell's running 32nd, 11 laps down, and on the pit lane again. And the 22 not having a good night. He's 13th in points. Gatlin Downey, however, having a great night at the moment, running 3rd. Sitting there 14th in points, only 3 back of Cliff Mullins. Cliff's running 9th, so right now Gatlin would have the advantage. And Quinn Newton has got to keep his nose clean. Right now he's in 5th. It was a close call on that wreck. He's got a little nose damage on the 5. We're going to get a restart right as we give away the points here, so this will be fun. And get 1 lap shootout essentially. Look at the schedule real quick while we got a moment. See the playoffs get chaotic right away. We start with Bristol. That'll be nuts. Then we go to Phoenix. Then the unpredictable Talladega. Then we kind of get some sanity back and go to Chicagoland and Miami.
The red one looks like it's howling all the time.
Something about red ones.
Well, maybe now, because we've been going at it for a while.
Talking about the Teletubbies again.
Dude, I just realized you got Teletubbies and Shrek watching.
Pace car heads off. Wilson Wolfenbarger teammates on the front row. See if they work something out here. Wilson's chosen top. They get the launch. See if Wilson drops down in front of the 32. He's got plenty of room. And he does drop down in front of the 32. Gatlin Downey trying to hold on to third. Into this lap. We will give away halfway points. All important points to try and make the playoffs. This is the final race. Margerson with an okay. Right now, Daniel Llewellyn's the 10th place car. Cliff would get points, but Cliff is behind other drivers that are behind him. It could be bad. Quinn Newton up there in the 5, trying to push Kenneth Stout, trying to get more points. And here we go. Across the line. And Wilson with the 10 points plus the extra playoff point. Wolfenbarger, Downey, Fisher, Bryant, Stout, Cleaver, Newton, Mullins, and Llewellyn. That is how your points go out at halfway.
There's a car flying around over here. Can you like pull off?
Who Quinn's talking about? Gatlin Downey way up the hill. Cody Cleaver does pull out in the 2, so that must have been who he was discussing. 2 cars drops to the tail of the field, having some connection issue. Wilson leads Wolfenbarger.
Sorry, guys, checked up there a little too late.
Apparently Bryant, Kenneth Stout, Quinn Newton, Mike Fisher. Keep watching Quinn Newton trying to make his way around the outside of the 29 of Kenneth Stout. I don't know if he's trying all that hard because the 29 is not holding the bottom very well. And I wouldn't want to be beside that. 29 pops up in front of the 5. Oh, dead sideways off the turn 4 again. Quinn wisely goes to the bottom. Lucas Blake and William Viola coming up behind Kenneth Stout in the high lane. Oof, Kenneth Stout slams onto the inside lane right in front of Daniel Llewellyn. Llewellyn let him know he was not happy. Got into that rear bumper of that OnlyFans Mustang. Kenneth Stout a little in over his head at the moment, it feels like. Smoke Keep style linking. Only the true ones know, right? Wednesday nights, that car be going to the moon. Giglio brave right on the door of Kenneth Stout. That was some serious cojones out of the 16 getting right on the door of that 29. Better yet, Kenny, he'll be upside down. He'll be pushing him while he's upside down. Quinn Newton, Lucas Weitzman, Blake Giglio, and the 27 William Viola on the top line. And 3 of the low drag cars lined up on the high side. Inside lanes, 3 shine cars. This rivalry getting renewed. Full lap, that's crazy. Woo, Wolfenbarger gets Wilson a bit out of shape. Wolfenbarger then has to chase his car. Meanwhile, the 5, Quinn Newton, right on his door. Brantley Bryant, way out of shape in a 52. He's going to get spit out of the pack. Saves the race car. He's going to come up and try to force his way in. Gets in between Mullins and Llewellyn. Mullins cuts him a little bit of a break. Keep that thing under control. And now there's 2 shine cars versus 3 low drag cars. Quinn up the hill a bit more than I would expect. 28 Mike Fisher closes in on the shine cars. Kenneth Stout, the ticking time bomb right behind him. Scaring the shit out of everyone in SRL since season 8. It is spooky season. All you gotta do is watch the 29, not hold the line.
We don't need you to jump the 3rd time.
Somebody unhappy with Dalton.
Oh my god, you guys are not lying. I don't know, I think the red one's smiling a little bit now.
Everybody's getting behind Mike Edwards and learning this Teletubby thing is not a joke. It's actually on the car.
Brantley ticket.
Oh! Quinn Newton up into the wall. Brad Wilson. Quinn's not going to save it. Around he goes. Carson Bechtel in it again. 22 Grant Harrell. 5 of Quinn Newton. A lot of playoff cars here. Looks like Mullins made it through. There's Trago.
Sorry, guys. Gotta remember these things aren't stable. I shouldn't have gotten this bumper. It's on me.
Hoytsma apologizing. Let's see what happened here. Gets him in the right rear, off center push. And the 5 goes for a ride into Wilson, then into the outside wall. And from there, all hell breaks loose.
Clapper passed me. Damn it.
Bonk. Right on down into Wilson and Wolfenbarger. Then collects Viola, gets a bit of the Rankin machine. Dalton Hayes gets in there, gets a piece. There's the 3. The 22. Gallon may have gotten through there by everyone else for wrecking. Let's look at the 05.
For the pit entrance, but I guess it counted too.
Oh, it went too far back of the thing. '05 trying to make the playoffs here right on the cut line. Let's see what we're looking at. Getting into turn 3.
I got one as well.
A little bump to the back of the 22, but not much. Gallon probably okay. Wow. Dalton's car is totally fucked.
It's the Teletubbies again!
Oh, Tyler Stillwell gets him into Quinn Newton. Damn. Tyler Stillwell just punted Dalton into that one.
Hi, Zach.
Carson had rebounded up into the top 10. And then this happens. He's trying to woe it down. He's got a clear lane there if he had gassed it up. Ding. Dang. Check on Will Viola. He had made his way up to the front of the field, and oh, Newton just couldn't hold on to it right into his right front. Oh, Cliff. Did Cliff make it through that? My gosh. If he did, that's freaking impressive. Avoids that bit. Here comes the 27. Oh, man. Let's check Trevor. He may have been clean too. 1452 make a little contact with one another. They keep it turned so far to the left, trying to avoid it all. I suspect we'll see a lot of tires on the pit stops. Looks like we got 2 tires on Wolfenbarger. Edwards fuel only, so I guess we're not going for tires here. Brad Wilson, perhaps 2 tires. Kenneth Stout, 4 tires. Hoytsma, maybe 2. 10 seconds stop.
Go on top.
Giglio.
Left side.
Llewellyn's 4. Mullins 4. Neckrich,
There you go.
maybe 2. I'm guessing on their timing.
Okay,
Margison
the
4.
possible
Hoytsma 4. Downey 4.
We should
Lawrence.
clap him.
Bryant got some damage repair. Elston. Sneed, Stillwell.
Very, very good, man.
Cleaver, I think, topped off the tank in the 2. Lead lap all the way back to J-Much in 26th. Check in on Quinn. There he is. He's done some damage repair for his machine. 4 fresh tires. He's back out there. William Viola. 1 lap down, 28th. So first car 1 lap down is Viola in 28th. We're in our split, so you can see your cars outside the top 20 machines. Green flag's in the air. We are back underway to start lap 78. Wolfenbarger ahead of Wilson as the teammates work out the start. You have Kenneth Stout. Did not cause that last wreck. I'm proud of him. Running 3rd. Edwards and Giglio side by side for 4th. Giglio going to push Kenneth Stout. That's a recipe for disaster. I thought Blake's pushes on the 05 were bad. Start pushing that 29 around. We saw it in practice. Does not go good trying to push the 29. Mike Fish briefly looked 3 wide. Don't think he seriously thought about it. Just wanted to get corner arc. Daniel Llewellyn gets sideways and saves it. Sideways again. Saves it again. Sideways again. I think he finally saved it. On the backstretch, Daniel Llewellyn going for a ride out of the top 10. Dropping down the order, but still has his race car, and we're still under green. Here's your lead duo. Wolfenbarger Wilson and Kenneth Stout, Blake Giglio. Lucas Hoytsma, Mike Edwards. Bit of a gap back to Mike Fisher, then Cliff Mullins, Margison, and Gatlin Downey, your top 10. Brantley Bryant running 11th. Daddy Dave up to 12th. Jake Lawrence 13th. Trenton Steve 14th. Cody Cleaver 15th. Thomas Green 16th. Jeremy Clapper Newell 17th. Trevor Trago 18th. John Neckrich 19th. Couple teammates working together. Scott Elston 20th. Stillwell 21st. Rankin 20. Well, first as he goes around Stillwell. Bringing Carson Bechtel with him. You have 4 Goons cars back there. The back part of the top 20. You have Stillwell, Ashton Tackwell, Llewellyn, J. Munch, Quinn Newton. He's going to have to get back towards the front of the field. Somewhere is the Travis Martin. There he is, 28th. His car heavily damaged from that last wreck. He's going to need a fast repair or caution or something. He is falling away quickly. 29 seconds back. He's about to go a lap down. That's the wrong one. That's the one I want. There's Travis Martin about to go a lap down. Be able to work past that wounded Hot Wheels Mr. Ghostman Ford. So far, everyone making it by. And we get our 7th caution. What has happened? J. Much and Llewellyn are around. And the Harrell is involved, the 22.
I'm glad to feel at 11 laps down and at the very back of the pack that it's worth racing everybody like it's the last fucking lap.
And J. Much not very happy with Grant Harrell putting it 3 wide there. And the end result,
Took me out.
a lot of wrecked race cars. Grant Harrell pushing the issue, shoving it in there. As you heard said, he is 11 laps down. Nobody on his lap, so he has nobody to race. Kind of silly. Wolfenbarger leads the parade down pit road. They were just here 8 laps ago. A lot of them took 2 tires. See if they take the other 2 this time. Could be a strategy to try and keep the car closer to the front, not taking 4 every time. Cars all get in their boxes. See Kenneth Stout already pulling out of it.
To page 69.
69.
Thanks, Jay Munch. Wolfenbarger, fuel only. Wilson, Stout, fuel only all the way down. Sneed, Cleaver. That shows Edwards with a 0-second stop. Not sure what that's about. And he falls to 14th. I have to get a word with Edwards, because everyone else showing no tires until Thomas Green in 16th. Let's go chat with Mikey and ask him what the hell. Michael DG, you got a copy?
Hi.
Hi. Well, I'm looking at my screen and it says you're in your pit box for 0.0 seconds and I'm really confused, so I'm coming to ask you what happened.
0.0? No, I took tires. That caution before I broke my toe link, so my tire was like all wonky, so my inside of my right front was 72%, and I did not feel good.
10-4. Well, yeah, I don't know why my time in scoring shows you as 0 seconds in the box, but it's a bit odd. Now we know, got tires, and now things make sense again. So, good luck rebounding.
And Dalton's in the wall again.
I guess his wheel died again, huh?
Always something.
See the 47. Apparently is in the wall again. We saw as we interviewed Edwards, his 47 was up against the wall. It might be time for Dalton to just call it a night. Let's see what happened to him. He's beside Mikey. Just into the fence. Wheels cranked hard to the right. Then it reconnects again. He's clearly having some wheel connectivity issue. It's twice it's happened under caution. At least it's happening then and not under green. Could be why he's riding right next to the wall. The shorter distance to go till he hits it. Interesting. Did your wheel die again?
It's having all kinds of problems. I don't know what's going on. I just ran outside and so like the direct drive, I didn't even stop on the racetrack, but yeah, it did.
Yeah, I saw your wheel just turn hard to the right all of a sudden, then straighten right back out. It was the weirdest thing.
So with, I don't know, with my direct drive, like the shaft is at the steering wheel and like the universal hub like goes on. For some reason, it like comes loose and comes out, and it just disconnects the steering wheel. I can like tightened it back up to see if that'll help or what. I don't know what's going on. That's why I'm just staying back here.
And well, good luck with your connection issue there, and hopefully it'll get it sorted out and you can get back to being competitive.
Yeah, we're done tonight. Just trying to see if I can figure it out.
Dalton Hayes in the 47. Welcome in, Beta. Thanks for the lurk. How are you, my friends? So that's the report from the 47 team. The wheel once again disconnected. Currently 8 laps down, beating Grant Harrell in 32nd. Grant's had himself a night. J Much very pissed about the car 11 laps down, getting in there and wrecking him. Daniel also pissed about said situation. Daniel at least had a fast repair. He's still in lead lap 24th. And Brian 25th. Trevor Trago 26th. Check in. Where is Cliff? There he is. See if his tail section's still bent. May have taken his fast repair, not sure. Loviola's way up there. All the other cars pitted, I guess, late to top off the tank or something, so Viola gets to restart way up here, even though he's lapped down. All the cars on the inside lane under penalty for late pitting. Pace car dives off the track, and we'll get restarted. So we come to get lap 88 underway. Mike Fisher, Mike Edwards. Mike and Mike show up front. Green flag in the air. This is the oddest restart. Everything's so spread out. Mike Fisher out in front in the number 28 Toyota. Carson Bechtel, another Toyota. Number 59 closes in on his back bumper. Mike Edwards now third. Neckridge fourth. Tyler Stillwell your top five. Very strange restart there. A lot of drivers trying to make it to the end on the fuel tank, I believe. But I think we'll start pushing and shoving, and we're not going to get a green flag finish to the end here. I think we'll have at least one more caution. Mike Edwards to the top once again. He battles John Neckridge. Oh, they make contact coming out of the corner. Edwards very low on the track, bouncing off the door of the 26. They look like a couple of Teletubbies going at it there for a minute. Stillwell 5th spot, Elston 6th, Scott Rankin 7th, Margison 8th, Thomas Green 9th, Clapper Newell in the top 10. And Ashton Tackwell, Lucas Hoitzma, Garrett Wolfenbarger, Dave Hoitzma, Blake Giglio. When you know it, the Shine and Low Drag cars are together again. Catlin Downey currently 17th, and Cleaver 18th, Trenton Sneed 19th, Kenneth Stout 20th. Kenneth goes to the outside of Trenton. Quinn Newton pops up there with him. I think Quinn's just taking the normal Atlanta arc from old Atlanta days. Hoitzma around Tackwell on the outside, trying to bring his dad with him. Lucas really making that second line work, bringing that 79 right along with him. Clapper Newell thought about going up there. Lucas showed he wasn't going to push, so then Clapper dropped back down to the bottom. Now Thomas Green, past champ, jumps up there into that second lane, tries to go around the outside of the 88 of Margison. A couple of Dale-inspired cars. Thomas Green up to 7th. Lucas up to 8th. So they sweep around Elston. Scott Rankin wants a piece of this. He jumps up in front of the 3. And tries to ride that momentum around the 40 of Stillwell. Edwards likes what he sees. The 14 is going to jump up there. See where Neckridge and Bechtel decide to go. All of a sudden, it's pretty much Stillwell by himself down there. Bechtel and the 26 and Neckridge stay down. Now the two Mikes hook up on that top lane. Mike Fisher, Mike Edwards. Oh, that is Tyler Stillwell getting spit out of the pack in the 40. Hopefully he keeps it down there. Nice job of not wrecking the field by Stillwell once he got spit out there. Bechtel leads in the 59. You wouldn't believe it by how many wrecks we've seen him in the night, but there he is out front. John Neckridge teammate lined up behind him. Oh, Daniel Llewellyn into the outside wall through the quad oval. And then Trevor Trago's going to get into him. Didn't think they would survive that one. Ashton Tackwell into Downey, up the hill. Oh my gosh, into Trenton. 8th caution waves. Tackwell. Quinn Newton involved. That one felt like it just took forever to actually happen. So right along here's 23 and 91. We're getting into it. I think the only way we'll see the whole story is watching the 23. So you see Daniels ahead of the 91, beside the 68. Goes to the top, gets into the outside wall on the quad oval. Gets into Trevor Trago a little bit. Trago maybe not giving him quite enough room. Mullins does a good job of avoiding it. Quinn gets in there late. We'll have to go see how Quinn got a piece. Wolfenbarger and 19 Tackwell bounce off each other. Is it the 91 or the 23? What do you think, chat? I know what Daniel thinks. Daniel thinks it was netcode. I'm kind of 50-50 on that one. And both drivers could have done a better job, I think. So that's why I'm asking you guys. I think it's 50-50 there. They both could have done a better job. That's what I'm saying, Jay Much. Like, between the two of them, 91 could have given more room, and Daniel could have not turned down into him. A little 50-50 in my head. Well, that was interesting. Oh, wait. I meant to see how Quinn got into it. He was late to the party. The hood flapping on the 5. He's trying to make these playoffs here tonight. Got a banged up hood. That's true, Kenny. However, someone failed 3 wide. Yes, that happened. 100%. Everyone agrees with that. They were 3 wide and something went wrong. Operator error, says Avid. Oh, it could be very tricky through the tribal. Let's look at the points while we got the 5 car sitting on the pit lane. Coy Newton came in just above the cutoff at 260. Not been a good night for him. Still in the lead lap. Still could improve with 29 laps to go, though. He sits 25th. And a tough go for the number 5 team. Yeah, Grant Harrell, first one out of the playoffs. He has had a horrible night. He's 24 laps down now in the 22 car and counting. Gatlin Downey having a solid night in the 05, running 15th. Had some stage points for him. So Gallon could vault into these playoffs. Carson Bechtel is pretty much a must-win coming in anyway, and he is, well, leading this race. So that could really shake up things. You never know what's going to happen in these races. Carson Bechtel sitting 15th leads this race. That would shift that playoff line down a spot. Put Cliff Mullins in a little bit of danger. Cliff and Quinn both. Cody Cleaver was 8 points above that. He's had a rough night. Car blinking a lot. Still out there, still in the lead lap though. Currently rides 20th. Trevor Trago had a decent enough night. He had a bunch of points cushion coming in as well. He's running 17th. That should get the job done. Brantley Bryant, pretty much all he had to do was start the race. He's in the best shape of all the cars not locked in. And yet he is running 15th, so pretty much locked in as well there in 8th spot. I don't have all those fancy dancy in-race points things to go off of, so I have to do all that in my head while we're chatting. So thanks for bearing with me on that. Trying to bring y'all some extra coverage there. We got Bechtel and Neckrich teammates on the front row. 26 looks pretty cool if I say so myself. There goes Carson getting the launch. Neckrich, not the kind of spark we expected, so I think Carson did not give him a countdown, just kind of jumped on out there. Waiting for Neckrich to catch up to him. Wilson giving the 26 a push. They go side by side for third. Scott Rankin's going to drop in behind Fisher, give him a push. Wilson keeps that Tide right up on the high side. Yes, it says Shine. Well, we all know that's a Tide car. Mike Edwards lined up behind him with the 3 of Thomas Green, 16 of Giglio, and the 97 and 79 of the Hoytsmas. Inside lane, it's Bechtel, Neckrich, Mike Fisher, Mike Edwards. That's not Mike Edwards. I'm so used to Green being Mike Edwards. Scott Rankin, Margison, and Brantley Bryant. Bryant has teammate Wolfenbarger behind him, and then Gatlin Downing. 26 laps to go. 26 makes contact with the 14. Oh, 49 up the hill into Blake Giglio. Thomas Green's getting shuffled out 3 wide. Goodwrench car to the top, has no friends. Oof, Giglio and Thomas Green nearly made contact. Heading into turn 1. Thomas Green finding a rude return to the series. Past champion's been away for a while, and here he is getting shuffled out. Nobody wanting to go with him. Now Blake moves it all the way up the hill. He's looking to get to the outside of Edwards. Has teammate Lucas Hoytsma pushing him. Now we're going to get some 3 wide in earnest as Giglio and Hoytsma take it to the top. Forcing Wilson and Edwards to the middle. They're scattering around behind this top 10, but this top group hanging together pretty well. That would have been a fun finish for the win. Very close. That is Hoytsma hitting the outside wall going into turn 1. It's very tricky to go through this quad oval 3 wide. Just kind of exit of the quad oval gets them kind of squirrely. Oh, that is Jake Lawrence in the 68 getting spit out. He comes back up the track right into Mike Fisher and wipes out the field. Gatlin Downey is in it. Somehow we're still green. There's the caution. Mike Fisher probably not happy with that move at all from Jake Lawrence. You were just about to praise the 3 wide, and then all hell breaks loose. And I don't even know if they were 3 wide, were they? Yeah, they were. Oh, Jake across the nose of Mike Fisher. I guess he thought he was clear, and he was not. Jake Lawrence across the nose of the 28 of Mike Fisher. You can't let off the gas and try to get in that hole. Oh. The 3 wide wasn't the issue, it was the 4 wide. Did we really go 4? I mean, at that point we were when Jake came back up, but the issue is Jake going across the nose of the 28 when he wasn't clear. Right there. Gets him out of shape. He tries to lift off. You see him out of the throttle, but Clapper Newell had cars to his outside. He didn't think he could go up, so he stayed in his lane. Mike Fish had to stay in his lane. Fisher had to stay in his lane, and then Lawrence's momentum carried him up into Fisher, and all hell broke loose. Karma, says the 51. What's the karma there, bud? Oh my gosh, Wolfenbarger made it right through there. How your front? I think you're fine. It looked like you didn't hit none. Clapper got clapped. That is funny. Yeah, your front looks fine, dude. Brad taking shots at everyone. I like Brad when he's in chat and in driving. It's a good time. Now we can look at this replay and say Clapper could have moved up, yes, but in his mirror he would have seen a car right on his quarter panel. He would not have felt like he could have moved up. So Clapper did what I would have done, stayed right where he was and hoped everything on the inside went well. He already blew the motor before you hit him, Will. If you watch the replay, his engine pops before you hit him. Wilson's now taking a shot at his teammates. Think everyone would hit at least twice? This is why I don't like it, this Atlanta. I just don't. This isn't fun to me. I like old Atlanta. Wear the tires out. Get the car sliding every which way. Everybody trying to hang on to them. Way more fun. The space car driver sucks. Everybody catching the heat. God dang. So give us your take on the Teletubbies, Mr. Wilson. Kenny, let me be the manual pace car driver. I'll drive at 120 next season. Dang. Whole field will go a lap down, just pitting for 4 tires. Until it's always going to victory lane, says the 14.
Okay.
Alright, we'll get driver chat back in now. See if they've calmed down any. We got a Wilson and the Bechtel front row. A couple of cars in their 50s. Ford versus Toyota front row. One of those cars really good at drifting. The other one of those cars really good at hitting a crowd as they leave Cars and Coffee. At least that's what the memes say. Got some horsepower on this restart, though. Brad Wilson jumps out to the lead. Mike Edwards in second. These Mustangs break out in front. Now Edwards jumps up in front of Bechtel and Neckrich. Heard Edwards say he wanted to take it to the victory lane. He wants to be a leader of one of the lanes. He doesn't care which one. Yeah, 2 Shine cars and a low drag car on the inside lane. Carson called someone a whore. It was probably Mike Edwards. It probably was. Can confirm Mikey would approve of being called a whore, by the way. Does not bother him. Wilson Edwards. Nose to nose. Across the line there. I think Edwards led that lap by the slimmest of margins. Bechtel has a teammate behind him in Neckrich. He could try to go outside and send the 14 back, but then you got to hope the 16 and 32 go with you. It's a risky game to play.
I don't know, Jim. Looks like they're going to go 3 wide here.
Is that Quinn? And Blake Giglio's trying to go to the outside of John Neckrich. 16 with the 32 of Wolfenbarger. We've got a Shine car pushing a low drag car, and I am all kinds of confused. Giglio's in that 26, all kinds of sideways.
Sorry, Giggles, got tight, dude. Not trying to lean on it.
Oh, there's Reckon. Is that Dave? Dave in the 79 got all kinds of out of shape and saved it. Nice save, Dave. Now Blake once again trying to shuffle the 26 out. Has Wolfenbarger shoving him. This time Blake gets the quarter panel. 3 wide through the quad oval. Wolfenbarger pushing Giglio is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Oh, yeah, we're aware, Kenny. He started here.
We're gonna lose him. Daniel hit me.
Yeah, he used to hang out in my Twitch channel back in like 2020. That's where he joined these leagues from. Mike Edwards has a few stories to tell you. I think he got mad at me for telling it like it was on the broadcast. I think I hurt his feelings. Because then he stopped hanging out. Hey man, my job. I call it like I see it. Oh, Giglio's way up the hill. Woo! Brad Wilson got shuffled down to the inside there. 3 wide, they're sideways. And Kenneth Stout's doing Kenneth Stout things. Big death. Jake Lawrence pops a motor. Kenneth Stout. Wolfenbarger, I think, popped a motor. Matt Benke at the end just tags the 29 for good measure. Alright, let's try to dissect this. Wilson's coming back up. Everyone's trying to give him room. They all see it happening. Jake tries to give him room, and Kenneth Stout, just oblivious, drives into everything.
What was that?
What happened, Brad? How'd you get way down there?
The 29 was on my outside, and your teammate got loose on the apron, came back up, and I tried to give him room, and we ended up going 4 wide.
Oh. And that one mostly was because of Brad Wilson. Brad coming back up. Everyone trying to give him room. Did Brantley turn you sideways or you get loose? Let's see. Oh, he bounced off of Edwards. Went for a ride. Everyone tries to give you room and, yeah, bad things. Many bad things.
Lucky dog, huh?
I think Kenneth Stout couldn't see that, honestly. I liked busting on Kenneth Stout, but every once in a while, you just gotta not give it to him. Let's see. We gotta jump back a little ways.
Just need you guys to wreck like.
That's what I was
10 more
thinking.
times, if that's okay.
That's what I was thinking, Wilson.
No, those guys got kicked out of the league.
Hey, if you're in the 29, let's see what you can see.
I don't know, some of them are still here.
You see it spit out. You don't see him coming back. You don't know. You're just trying to stay the middle 3 wide. You don't know. So you can't blame Kenneth on that one. The one I blame is actually going to be the 51, and he's not going to like it. And I'll show you why. You get spit out. Sure, that sucks. Okay. You know you're in a bad spot. I would be straddling that red line much harder, knowing that they were 3 wide behind me. Or not even going back onto the track, because we've seen quite a few cars do that tonight where they got it spit out and then they stayed at the bottom. They didn't come back on like Wilson just did. Sure, it hurts your race, but it keeps that from happening. Lift a little and he just turns Jake from the quarter panel and out the door, you know? I don't think that changes a thing, honestly. He doesn't see that situation happening. We just showed you from the cockpit. You would have liked a love tap? What if Jake, like... He could have backed out of it and pushed you, but I wouldn't have done that. I would have been like, that's your job to re-enter safely. And that job was not done. Yeah, Jake, I don't think you did anything really wrong. I really don't. He could have gone closer to you, yes. But, I mean, he was erring more on the side of precaution. If I'm Jake, I don't even move up. I just say you better keep it down there. You're about to get an at fault. Jake was being nice. He didn't have to do that. Because there's definitely a rule about if you're below the line and you come up, it's on you. So now we have an Edwards-Bechtel front row. And Bryant Rankin row 2. Edwards, just the way he likes to be. No teammates up there with him. Bryant, Edwards is the top lane, disappeared immediately. And that top lane just disintegrated. My goodness. When do we see a move to the top? Here goes Blake, sniffing it out. Gets to the outside of Morgeson, trying to get to his right rear quarter panel and pull him back.
My bad.
It's not mods, Jake. It's draft masters.
Quinn, I'm sorry. I promise I was off the gas. Well... No, yeah, that was my bad. I was hitting you.
His SRL wins came from mods, but he has a lot of Draftmaster. A lot of Draftmaster. Edwards getting pushed every which way. Lucas Weissman, Blake Giglio trying to go around the outside with the help of the 51 of Wilson. How weird is that? Drafting tracks make strange bedfellows quite often. Wilson's trying to try and make this third lane materialize. Bechtel's going to go up there with them. Rankin joins in. They don't quite get the quarter panel, so they all drop back in line. Mike Fisher's there pushing Rankin. Margison's trying to give Bryant a push. Tyler Stillwell in the 40s made his way up there. 5 laps to go. Lucas is in prime position. Wilson's going to try to go again. Rankin gets turned. Stillwell in the 40 gets up the hill and causes yet another huge caution, our 11th of the night. And that one.
How many bad bumps can you give before you recognize it's going to turn someone?
Tyler Stillwell gets into the 49 off of the 28, and I'm trying to see. Someone comes up, someone comes down. What in the world? This one's just odd. Little netcode, obviously. That's not even the CTC record, though. I was in a CTC race with 28 cautions.
No, man, it came from behind. It's nothing to do with the inside line. It's the guy that's behind on the outside.
I'm pretty sure 28 and 40 make contact and then turns you into the 49, but okay.
40, you gotta go by.
Yeah, CTC had a like 4-hour Martinsville race, 28 cautions. It's the worst thing ever. By far the worst race I've ever been a part of. I don't think I was even in that race. I think I was doing something else that night and just caught the broadcast. Nope. CTC and short tracks are a bad combination. I thought Richmond was great until I got wrecked out of 4th. Until then, it was fantastic. It's 21x to lap 20, Jesus. Yeah, Ethan, all he had to do was leave your team to start winning. Can we show fast repairs? I would assume everyone's used them at this point. Oh wow, there's something I haven't. Lucas, Blake, Bryant, Wilson, Downey, Trago, Elston have not used them. Hey Mikey, who's better at football? Carolina or Georgia?
Can I get at you, Will?
Day shift next week, so you'll make it out of the first rounds.
Who are you, Will? Me, please.
Yeah, he's gone and got one of them responsible adult job things. Makes him no fun. Except for when he comes in here with his big stacks and makes me drink a lot, then it's fun. But I'm back next week. Watch it be a short track or something you absolutely hate, like a road course. Oh, Dover. He absolutely hates Dover. Perfect. See? See? Alright, Fuel's rolling out of turn 4 here. We're going into our first attempt at a green-white checker. We get, I believe, 3 of these, so I don't know. It's the rules that I thought were in place. Tonight's been kind of like the Wild West, though. Who knows? Mike Edwards and Lucas Hoytsma, your front row. Couple Mustangs. Brantley Bryant pushing Mike Edwards on that top lane. I believe they got clear of Lucas Hoytsma. They're going to drop down, leave Margerson on the top with Gatton and Downey. Let's see where the run develops behind. Bechtel's going to go up to the top with Margerson. Bechtel's in a must-win, so he's got to make something happen in that 59 if he wants to get these playoffs. We're getting them looking like they're about to go 3 wide as we get the white flag in the air. Final lap of the race here at Atlanta in the Arc Music Xfinity Series. Oh my gosh, Edwards gets pushed down into the inside. Oh, he forces his way back up there. They're still 3 wide as they go into turn 3. No one seems to be able to get any advantage. Off turn number 4, Brantley Bryant gets sideways. He saves it at the line. It's going to be Lucas Hoytsma again. 6th win of the season. Lucas Hoytsma gets the win over Brad Wilson and Mike Edwards. Blake Giglio 4th and Carson Bechtel your top 5. What a finish.
Good win, Lucas.
Good racing, guys. That was awesome.
It was pretty exciting, but the winner's boring, right? 6th time this season. Out of 10 races. This man wins 60% of the regular season. We're going to do points here live, so bear with us. So we get all the standings to come in. Oh, that was close. Oh, Giglio just pounds Stackwell there. We're going to get a team celebration out here with all the low drag cars.
What do I have to do to get inside of this donut party?
Drive out there.
I bought donuts.
Drive out there and do donuts. That's how you do it. Just go out there. All right, let's go get Lucas. See if we can track him down. Always have to go get these guys. Lucas DG, got a copy?
Yep.
Well, that was one whale of a finish there. 3 wide across the line. You picked it up by 8 thousandths of a second. How is this win compared to the other 5 on the season?
It's been a crazy season for me here in the Arc Music Xfinity Series. I'm not usually that good in these cars, and it's been an awesome one. So it was really cool to win here in Atlanta. I love this track, and to have that 3 wide finish that close, that was one for the history books. That was fun.
Info, we finally got the luck shaken off, but it seems like, you know, Tuesdays is going okay for you. It's the rest of the time that you're having a not good time.
Yeah, I like to bitch, but it's been a good season for me.
You definitely like to bitch. You do it a lot.
Yeah, nobody look at last night.
We'll ignore last night. Well, we got the Friends Family sponsor shout-outs for this amazing 8 thousandths of a second win here at Atlanta.
Yep, just a big shout out to Quinn and 712 Breaks. Quinn didn't have the luck tonight, but still gave it his all, try to get in the playoffs. And just a shout out to everybody else racing tonight. It was a fun one. Randy Lee, you for doing the broadcasting. Everybody puts this thing on.
10-4. We appreciate you, my friend. Get on out of here. Get ready for Talladega tomorrow. That's going to be a fun one. Any words for that one, that race tomorrow?
I'm scared.
You think we'll get a full field?
Oh, full field, and we'll have about 25% of it at the end.
Perfect. You mean by halfway, right?
Yeah, by halfway, yeah.
All right, bud. Get on out of here. Prepare for Talladega. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, see you, thanks.
Lucas Hoytsma getting the win tonight. Go try to track down the 51 of Brad Wilson. Look at him in the waiting room for us. What an outstanding scholar and gentleman the driver of the 51 is for that. See if we can find his car on track. So you have something pretty to look at while we go blah, 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 blah. Eventually we'll find him. I promise. Sort of. And then if we jump over on a camera that is a little better, like that one, and we grab him out of the waiting room now. Brad Wilson, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, it looked like it was a wild race out there. A lot of rubbing, a lot of beating and banging. I guess that's what happens when you turn Talladega into a mile and a half. But, is what it is. How was it out there?
Oh, it was a blast. Haven't had much luck in these things. Haven't been able to get a win all season, and it's kind of funny that the last race for playoffs we come up 8,000 short, but we'll just we're gonna try to get some momentum and try to get one in the playoffs, I guess.
Wouldn't you rather win in the playoffs than out of the playoffs, though?
That's usually how it goes for me, so that's why I'm kind of worried about Wednesdays.
Oh, no. Well, we had a strong run here tonight. You definitely have more stage wins than anyone else this season, which actually has you having more playoff points than some of the guys that have won. Does that have to feel a little crazy, right?
Oh yeah, we usually have the pace, but at least in this car this season, we've had a lot of pit road penalties, it seems. Had a lot of DNFs, a lot of wrecks, but usually we're there at the middle, sometimes at the end, just haven't been able to piece one together yet.
10-4. Well, congrats on that P2 finish tonight, and you got the Friends Family sponsor shout-outs for us?
Thank you. Yeah, I got Shine.co, Mooncar, Garrett and Brantley for showing up, Lucas and Blake, Carson for the push there. Never would have gotten that close without them. Gotta give a big shout out to the crew chief on the pit box and the pit strategist, Ryan File. He was calling the shots tonight and got us closest to a win that we've been all season. The field for coming and actually, like, for the most part, having a really, really good race, except for a few doors. But even then, it was fun. We were sideways, having a blast, and no yellows were thrown for it. So just shout out to everyone.
10-4. Congrats on that strong run. Get on out of here and see if you can win them tomorrow at Talladega.
So we're going to give it all.
Brad Wilson in the 51. Now we go get the 14 of Mike Edwards. Oh, man. Here we go. Mikey, DG, you got a copy?
Hi.
Hi. Well, we brought that Labor 12 forward screen esports. What else has expired on your car and no longer a thing? Looks like you turned the autism logo into just a plain white infinity symbol. Not sure what's going on there.
Yeah, I don't either.
What is happening with this paint?
Yeah, pretty much.
And this doesn't even bring up the Teletubbies fucking on the back.
Yeah, my grandma just messaged me saying she tuned in to hear about Teletubbies going down on each other. What is that all about? That's going to be fun to explain.
I mean, you were the one that made the rule that says if you don't want your grandma to see it, don't put it on your car.
Well, I think she's seen everything at this point, so I think she's pretty scarred enough.
It was literally your rule and your wording.
Yeah, well, got a special burrito here in the Edwards family.
You're definitely special. I don't know about your burrito, though. I've never seen it.
Oh, God.
I don't want to. Don't you snap me.
Jesus.
Well, we got third place here tonight by, 22 thousandths of a second. Very close finish. You were in 3 wide for that lead there. You said you were going to win, and, well, you got an interview, so it's like a runner-up kind of thing. How did you feel about your race?
Yeah, I didn't die. That was a very weird setup. I was not a fan. Almost won back-to-back nights, so still got Dega and then Chicagoland and whatever we race Friday to look forward to. So it's going to be a good week, I hope.
10-4. It's good to have you back racing these races instead of crashing on lap 1 and going to sleep.
Yeah. Even though it's almost 10:30, I'm tired, sweaty. But it was worth it. It was fun. Brantley helped me out there a lot on the final restarts, and on the backstretch when he gave me that hellacious push, and he let me back in. He probably shouldn't have. I should have turned myself there, but we didn't die, so I'll take third.
Yeah, yours went better than Wilson's rejoin did, so there you can take solace in that at least.
Yeah, and he almost won it too, so it just shows you how unpredictable these things are.
10-4. Well, congrats on the run. Go ahead and do the Friends Family sponsor things. Make sure you put Grandma on there so she feels better about things.
Yeah, shout out to Grandma. Hi, Grandma. Hi, Mom. Forward screen printing. I guess that's it. Art and music. You for doing the broadcast. Everybody at 10 Tenths. Tinky Winky, Dipsy, La La, and of course Poe.
You forgot Shrek.
Well, Shrek is love, Shrek is life. We know that.
And we got the Dysautonomia teal in the car. It's Dysautonomia Awareness Month.
That's a big word, so shout out to that.
It's Dysautonomia.
Yeah, Dysautonomia. There we
Easy.
go. I'm tired. I'm ready for bed.
All right, well, go shower since you're all sweaty, and then go to bed. Don't go straight to bed.
Oh, of course I got to.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Go let it marinate. Oh, and fuck you, Ethan. Bye.
Perfect. Mike Edwards, bring it home P3 tonight. Let's see if we can find somebody to talk for a little bit. Let's bring Cliff in here. Cliff, DG, got a copy? Huh? Talk about your night while I do the points.
I missed a whole lot of fucking wrecks just to get caught up in the last fucking 2.
That sounds like a great fucking time. Tell me more about your fucking night.
I was trying to get back up there and catch the 05. I knew that's who I was racing for this thing, and yeah, I come up short, so I'm pretty sure I'm first one out. I know you're probably doing points now, ain't you?
Yep, right now.
Yep, yeah. I can tell you I'm probably out because we stayed out and took the points that we could get right there, and I know he finished up there towards the front of it, so I know he got more bonus points than that, so that put him about 6 in front of me, and then he finished about 6 spots in front of me.
There's multiple cars in this, though. What about the other 2 or 3?
No, Quinn was already in front of me, I think, and I don't know if the other ones had enough. Well, I don't know. Carson and Zach was kind of up there, but I think they needed like a
Carson
major
needed a win.
malfunction.
Yeah, Carson needed a win. But
yeah.
Other guys ahead of you had trouble, though, is what I'm saying. Like, you might not be out of this.
Yeah, but I don't think I had enough to catch those because Brantley was in front of me.
Well, let me just do the
Quinn
damn points.
Quinn was right behind me, so...
Tell me about
sure
being behind Dalton when he just suddenly stopped.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was.
His wheel died, and his car the wheel goes straight to the right into the wall. And then he, of course, can't go because the wheel's turned right into the wall, so it won't go forward.
Yeah, I ran into him, and I think the 19 was behind me and just shoved. I was looking at the fucking racetrack. I couldn't even see anything in front of me. I was just like nose down into the racetrack right there for a minute. So, yeah, I had some really good misses though. I missed a bunch of fucking races. There's a couple of them I was like, I'm in it. I'm not in it. All right, we're good.
63 was staged, not what it says, and there we go. All right, you thinking you're out? Let's do this together. Season standings. Now this is barring any, whatever they're called, reviews. That's the word.
Protest?
Yeah, that too. Current standings sorted by wins. Everybody that won started enough races, so those guys are in. So Mike Edwards at 13th is in, so that shifts the line to 11th. Cliff Mullins is the first one out by 7 points. So your prediction was correct. Quinn Newton gets in 11th, just 7 points ahead of Cliff. Gatlin Downey gets in 9 points ahead in 10th. Cody Cleaver is in despite having his blinking issues all night. Trevor Trago makes it. Brantley Bryant, Trenton Sneed, Travis Martin, Brad Wilson, Mike Edwards, Garrett Wolfenberger, Blake Giglio, and Lucas Hoitzma. Those will be your drivers going for a championship starting in 2 weeks' time. You have a week off just to get ready for the playoffs, get all your banners on, get all that sorted, decompress a little bit now that the regular season is done before we jump into the horseshit that is usually the playoffs.
Cliff, works out. I didn't even want to have to paint this thing again anyway.
I mean, I would have put your banners on for you.
Okay.
I can do that.
Well, I don't need it now.
It's true. I don't either.
Maybe
if it makes you feel better.
Maybe truck.
Think you'll get in truck?
I think so. I think I'm good on points in there.
All right. Well,
I'm like second in points, just don't have a win.
Damn. All right. Well, sorry about your luck. Thanks for filling in the filler while I did the points. I appreciate that at least.
Okie dokie. All right.
I'll let you go for a little bit.
Something.
Yep. Until we go review incidents all night long. That'll be fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat this pot roast right here, and then I'll probably help you do that.
All right, we'll put you back on your chat for a little bit. You put him down in his chat. Run through our final results here, although I already closed ATVO, so we're going to have to read them off to you, and it's going to be a pain. Oh my gosh, especially when it's that tiny. Yeah. There you go. Just do that. Here they are. All right. Brad Wilson finishes second by 8 thousandths. That's crazy. Then Mike Edwards, Blake Giglio, Carson Bechtel, Brantley Bryant, Zach Martin, Ashton Tackwell, Cody Cleaver, Gatlin Downey, Trenton Sneed, Trevor Trago, Scott Rankin, Daniel Llewellyn, Scott Elston, Cliff Mullins, Quinn Newton, Dave Hoitzma, and Thomas Green all on the lead lap. You have Tyler Stillwell, Garrett Wolfenberger, Matt Benke, John Nickrich, Mike Fisher, Jake Lawrence, Kenneth Stout, Dalton Hayes, Travis Martin, Jeremy Clapper Newell, Grant Harrell, William Viola, Jay Munch, Cody Brown, and Will Ashburner. Thanks for watching tonight's race. We appreciate you so much. Come on back the next 2 weeks from now. I was about to say next week. Come back 2 weeks from now, and we'll start the playoffs, so that'll be a good time. Look at our schedule real quick. I think we're going to Bristol, if I remember correctly. And it is Bristol, then Phoenix, then Talladega, Chicagoland, and ending the season at Miami Homestead. Should be a really fun playoff, so make sure you don't miss out. We appreciate you all being here. Thanks to all of our admins, all of our sponsors that help the community go round. We appreciate each and every one of you. Having a great rest of your night, and we will see you tomorrow for Talladega. That ends our YouTube. Now we're just on the Twitches. We can get the music back on, watch replays and all that stuff. Go ahead and let me know what lap you want to look at.